the term bestie in quotes is common at this day and age among the Gen Z. Is the term underrated?
Wow.
This reminds me something. I think sometime back I gave Paulette this story. Sometime back. There's this guy, okay, it's there in the media. Kwa podcast fulani ya a certain couple. So there's this lady, this wife now, before she was wife. Let's give her a name. No, let me not give her a name. No, let me give her a name. Let me say the name because it's in public.
Yeah, domain.
You know Wanjiru Njiru. You know Ben Psycho. So but it's their past life. So this is what Wanjiru said. Wanjiru had a boyfriend. This boyfriend had a bestie. So they once went to visit the boyfriend. I'm sure twende kwa bestie. Kahang out. So they went, and then in the evening, bestie said he'll be there for sleepover. Now the guy, the boyfriend, and then this Wanjiru wakam push. So the boyfriend and the bestie boyfriend wakapea kwa Wanjiru push. Wakachukua gari aende home.
Yay.
So wakaagana and they went, and Wanjiru went. And now the boyfriend and the bestie went back. Hadi jioni have a good night, guys, sleep well, keep warm, you know.
Were her eyes blind? Were her ears not working? Was her brain not working? Were her eyes closed? Were her ears not working? Was her heart and brain away? Sorry.
I think love was blind.
Yeah, I think you can get to points. Yes.
We won't judge.
We won't.
It's past.
Yeah.
So Ben don't come for me. so then I'm like, bestie. Me because the term bestie. Today it's a different level.
Yeah.
Me tuseme, you're my best friend.
See bestie. Bestie.
Brings another.
Yeah. Mecha kukua as harmless as it was supposed to be.
As it was. These days is a different bestie.
Yeah, it's what's
and funny enough, it's even
it is underrated. Yeah,
it's underrated.
There's another bestie because a girl might be my bestie, but hey, these days.
Oh yeah. Oh my get it.
Wow.
I'm gonna forget about it.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
you know.
If you don't know,
forget about it.
But anyway, right now it's eyes have to be. You have to be woke.
To be woke, bestie. It's underrated.
It is. Yeah. In this same era.
So will you expound?
I think tuachie tu hapo.
If you get it,
yeah.
If you don't get it,
forget about it.
You're not a Gen Z.
Okay.
You're a
next question.
Imehepa
mimi.
Kama hapa kuna bestia hawatajwi.
Let's go to the next question. In your friendship experience, have you ever faked character in order to fit in? And how are you able to detach yourself from it?
Faking character. Wow. First of all, faking, if you fake it, I think it's not sustainable. At some point, it will break.
Yep.
Pick a place and you're like, itavunjika tu. Me just be your gun. Lead the way. We're flow to.
Yeah.
If someone is to be your friend,
they will be your friend.
You know, me, I've never faked. If you'll be there, be there. If you won't be there, you're my friend. So that me, I think I'm not best friend.
Yes, I have. I have faked.
Tell us.
But in the time I was in air travel, all my life nimeka hii maisha ya being so attached to my church, so attached in reading Bible, before nilale, waking up, praying. That has been my life. So that is sasa after Form 4.
Yeah.
So I went to this place. I'm wondering, people are not so into going for fellowships and everything. Like fellowships unajipata watu counted 10, 15. Yani there are so many, there are so few. So I got to a point, this friendship is not working for me. So I started looking for friends outside where I was. So when I tried faking it, there's a time my friends were going out. And I knew it was past time. Nilikuwa hostel. Hope my mom won't watch this. It was it was past hostel time. Because hostel zetu walikuwa nasema at least ufike by saa 5 za usiku. But now you see, being a Friday, on Fridays there was no time, on Saturday there was no time. Because on Friday you could go home if you want to, or you want to stay in school and go have fun and then come back.
Yeah.
There was no time. So this time my friends were going out. Hey, mi kiherehere yangu ikaniambia niende. So I went, I didn't know they were going to a club. So I just went. When I went, hey, I was so confused because this is my first time. So I went and sat to a guy I knew, some guys I knew there. And this guy told me, "Are you okay? We have never seen you going out of here. Are you okay? Is something disturbing you?" I was like, "No." Then we need to find you a cab and go back to the hostels. Because amongst us gents, whenever we talk, you're one of the people we talk about good things. So I don't see yourself being here. And sitaki kuharibu. I don't want you to go into places you have never been seen.
Yeah.
So from that day, I decided to live my life. Since nilipo hiyo conversation na huyo chali, even when I was listening to a pastor called Pastor Mwangi, you all know him, he's a famous Pastor Tim Mwangi.
Oh, yeah.
He's a famous Gen Z pastor.
Yeah.
I listened to him time akiwa campus. Where a lady from CU. Sasa nikajiattach na huyo lady. Because people, kila time walikuwa na nikienda fellowship, and they never even used to concern. So this guy anakuja ananiambia, "Are you okay? Something stressing you up?"
Yeah.
They literally found me a cab to go back to the hostels. Because they was like, if we were talking about the people who will think about in future, you are amongst them. We can't think about these people we come to the club with every 24/7. So you must go back to the hostel and pray for us. So that we detach even ourselves from this life we are living. I was so shocked that nimeenda hapo ati marafiki zangu wanaenda wenye tuko nao class moja. From that day onwards, I decided I will never fake myself. Nipate niko na kiherehere yangu, niko na sababu ya kiherehere yangu. Because sometimes some people hide their, I don't hide my smile. Me by the way, I'm ever jovial. So hakuna haja niende kuwa hata si jovial, I'm over jovial myself. So siwezi enda kujifake nijifanye mtu hata ongeangi. I'm not social. I am an introvert. Na sasa mimi hata si introvert, hata sijaikuwa introvert. So there's no need of faking me from then on. So I detached myself and decided that if it is for me and people are seeing it, that I'm doing the right thing, well and good.
Yeah.
Hata kama wanaona ninafanya vibaya, well and good. Si yangu, si maisha ni yangu, and I'm living for me. Sawa.
So mtu aku befriend for their own reasons, ama aku your friend.
Yeah. I think also for me, I think we grow into getting to that point where you are confident enough with whatever you love and what you do not love and what you're working towards. I think at the start you struggle because this is what is acceptable in the society. This is what in a flow. So I should be on this. I should be on this ride. I should be on this trend. I remember just about character and everything. Even during the time Gen Z and this movement, I was for it at the very start. I felt it because right now, okay, in employment, you've seen how all these things they're affecting you. But then there was a point where I felt this was a conviction from God to not to occupy everything that was being suggested. So yes, there was Occupy State House, there was Occupy Parliament, there was Occupy whatever everywhere, but nilishindwa kuweka hashtag Occupy State House. Reason for that is that Occupy State House kuna wenye watu occupy on the social media, but kuna wengine wanaweza take physically waende. Whereas for me, I had a big conviction telling me this is suicide. It's like a suicide mission. And even though our reasons are justified, we don't gain anything. If I'm dead, I don't learn. If I'm dead, I don't learn. So it was almost like at this point, the flow is all your friends want you to go. We occupy together. But I think it also takes a point where you have to allow the spirit to also lead you, because life is spiritual. Like we can't always go by the flow, and then character has to guide you, because your character, even in the midst of yes, your character can allow you to say no. Not because you don't love your friends or you don't love your nation, but I think allowing God to give you wisdom and allowing your character to give you routine, but it takes time. Yeah, hata mimi nimefika moments where I've done a yes because the flow ni, oh my God, I don't want to be left out. But I think as we continue to grow, and I think that's where the youth need, we need God. We are Gen Zs and we are independent thinkers, but we have to be under somebody, and that can only be God. That can only be God, and yourself, and loving yourself. Yeah.
And your country.
Your country. Yeah. You still have to love it.
So from where you sit, what was the question?
It was character. Faking. And for me, it is a yes, but I'm learning to stay and to undo patterns, because these are some behaviors that one day can also come to an end. And I feel like one of the reasons why I want to even really stop on that faking and everything is because I want to, I don't know, I think when you think of yourself one day becoming a mother, you want to tell them something that you've also tried and tested. I don't know.
So
so it's okay. Let me go through this season so that when I tell them it is possible to stand firm, I've also tried, and I can extend grace to them even when they stumble. Because hata mimi niliwahi kuwa. Yeah. So it's a higher calling.
Me, I know. I can't fake someone.
Okay.
I know my principles. I know my values. It might sound kiburi. But it is what it is. Because again, people may, and when people do this, people at times misunderstand or mistake confidence for arrogance in a way. But anyway, me I don't. Me I can't. Me I just let me be organic.
Yeah.
Let me be me. Yeah. So who is next?
Me. It's a few more.
Two more.
Oh, two more.
Wow. So this is a good one. Friends are a second family. How true is this statement?
Friends are a second family.
Yeah. How true is this statement?
How does this?
Hey, I have no confidence in friends being my second family. Because no matter how much I trust you, and I'm saying this point that hata kama inakutrust aje, you can't reach the level of a family.
In terms of trust? Or...
Yes. Because for me, I've experienced friendship mbaya huko, like I don't even think I can trust people anymore.
That I won't.
No, it's not, it's already healed, but like for me, haijafika hiyo point ya niku trust with everything.
Yeah.
I'd rather tell them, for a friend, hata itaka kuwe above them. But for your dad or for your mom or for anybody,
Yeah.
from let's say from the nuclear part,
Yeah.
anatakanga ukwe
Yeah.
hapo juu yako.
So the family has got the best interest at heart.
Yes.
Okay.
So haiwezi kuwa a second family. But yes, I'll entrust you, you'll be that friend I'll call, tutaongea, tutakuwa at point, but hatujafika hiyo point ya second family. For me, it's not a true or false statement.
Yeah.
It's in between there.
It's
You
in
can
between.
either be no, or you cannot
No,
be.
yeah.
So iko tu.
Yeah. For me, it can be a second family.
Can be a second family.
It can be. I think reason is we've had a situation where nyumbani we've gone through a crisis, so everybody, you including your mother, your father, your sister, so mko in that crisis, mko in this situation, all of you guys. Sometimes it's hard for you guys to encourage each other, because at that point you're feeling, I'm feeling, everybody's feeling. So at this point, and then you go back to, if you are used to be, or you are a person who opens up, you still have to find that place, right? So assuming therapy is not your option, maybe you don't even have the money for it. If you have a friend, I think at that point they can sum up as a second family, because amongst you, the nuclear, the situation is everybody's crying, you know, everybody's crying in their own way. So, and you still need solace. And I feel like, because family sin is solace, your first family is your solace. So that means if you lack it there, there should be another place that you can get it, because a human being and akona needs. And if it doesn't, I think it's okay to say it can be a second family. How true? I think for me it is true, but it is customized. It doesn't have to be the case everywhere. Be customized. Yeah, and for me at that point, a friend will come through, not even a family member. I believe at that particular point, I would even say family members became now the enemies, the extended. So, niliende wenye si damu.
Now they
Yeah. For
I
you?
think I've heard of people who say, like, they post someone or maybe on their Insta stories or maybe their WhatsApp or whatever, and they're like friends who became family.
Yeah.
Maybe it's out of something they went through.
Together.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
then this person came to their rescue, maybe. Or maybe there are things they just share, very deep things. Like
Yeah.
maybe they cannot even say with some family, probably relative or family members. For me, I'll say it can be like a family, but it can't reach to the level of family, but they can be like family.
And bear in mind, there are those who wali grow up without family. So for them, majority of times they may tend to have friends who became family and stood in the gap. So I think it can work.
I know of people who grew up, they didn't grow with their families, so like they don't know the love of a family.
True.
So they grew up around strangers, so they can only feel the love of friends. The friends who now it's like their family. And because they didn't have the bond with their families, so these ones are their first family. Now the friends.
Yeah.
You see. So
Hata wanakuwa elevated.
So there are things the friends know more than what the family know.
True.
Yeah, so I think it's a yes. It's true. It can be.
It can
be
be.
a second family.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it me? Is that the question?
Yes.
But I also want to add, even as we think of family, the nuclear, we also think of friends who have become family. I think also in that moment, in that crisis moment, I also realized there's so much you can do. There's also so much you can't do. Even those hata our friends, kuna vitu hawawezi kukupa. There's a solace you can never get from them. Because let's assume it's at night and you might not be able to call every night because this crisis has taken a month. Then comes God. I feel like God is now, hata before your family, I think yeye ndo if there was number one, yeye ndo number one.
Of course, that's number one.
Yeah, and I feel like when you two anasema it comes closer than a brother, and I feel like even if you lack in all spheres, in friends or in your nuclear or extended, there's an option. Choose God.
Choose God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's hard.
Choosing God.
It is hard.
Let me give you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, choosing God that one should be 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. So there is a certain guy is in business. So we used to work in business together sometime, like I think 2 years back. I think maybe 1 or 2 years back. And then I used to see post stories. I think he was going through something, some pain, I think some loss or something. There are people who are trying to I don't know what was happening in his life. And it's like now the family had left all the baggage to him. And he was posting things like at night you could maybe wake up in the morning and like he has posted something and his stories and you're like, this guy, he needs someone to talk to. You know, and then I texted him. He's like, I texted him something and he was like, I don't know what I told him, but it was a verse actually. It was Exodus 14:14. And it was about letting God fight for you. And like letting God fight for you and he'll give you the peace. So I wrote it and he's like, whatever he wrote, I even didn't open. I saw it in the pop-up with you because I think the pain was too much for him. Maybe he was like seeing God is not on his side.
Yeah.
You see, he aliandika kitu ingine hapa, aliandika ni jaba lakini thank you.
Inasema Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still.
I told him that and whatever, but I think it's some level of pain.
Yes.
I think it's sometimes we feel like God is not there because He isn't there physically.
Yeah.
Remember the Israelites, the time they told who this guy to attend the sanam because they can't see this God physically. But now there is the sanam, they can see the sanam. You see, so at some point.
But I understand that angle. Yeah, the pain or the things can be so much. To an extent, even I want to question God, and you really actually get to even that point of questioning. I think that's where we are work in progress. I think even with God, we are growing from one glory to another. Yeah. And God, I think He understands.
He understands.
Yeah. But the worst thing is that try and just hold it together there. Don't really leave. But even though you leave, He'll always find a way to get His sheep back. Yeah.
Let me go to this higher question. Yeah. Why now? Why?
Hey.
Why are you not reading it?
Hey.
Look at this question. Okay. Is it possible to have a best friend who is opposite gender?
It's a tricky one.
Me, I don't know.
Is that person asking from perspective that they are dating and maybe she has or he has a friend of the opposite gender?
It doesn't have to be in the context of even, just assume even right now you're not in a relationship, but you just have a...
Yes.
It is possible.
It is possible. It is possible if you set the boundaries that we are friends.
Yes.
Because there is no way I can judge any man or any lady from having a friend from another gender.
Yeah.
Because they might be understanding you more than your own gender. But let's keep the boundary. You are my friend let's take it as you are my friend. Let's make it clear that we are friends. Don't come here associating yourself as my whatever friend, my dating friend. No. We are the concept of you're my friend, you are my friend.
You're my friend.
Uko sure utaweza kuikeep na what if
Maybe you yourself can keep it, but maybe the other gender might not keep it.
is it okay? Would you be fine if akuja express okay tumeanza kuevolve ama ameanza kuevolve, uta accept
For what?
akifika okay yes mulianza hata I think it was purely
It's organic.
it's purely just friendship and all that. And one of the at some point one anaanza kuinitiate a conversation of getting to the other face, yet at the beginning you clearly did not set such standards. What will be your angle?
And I didn't set the standards.
You at first you may set the standard that we are clearly on a friendship
We are
term,
friends.
right? But what time comes and time comes again, and then you evolve into something else, or one of you
It decides that this one is, I try another face with him or her.
yes.
Hey, yeah.
Again, I'm looking at. Have you imagine you have a best friend.
Who's the guy?
You have a best friend.
Yeah.
Opposite gender. Or maybe let me say for example, maybe
yeah.
niko na a best friend who is a female. And then maybe I start dating. I start dating.
Okay.
Will this now with my girlfriend be comfortable?
With the friend.
With
Wacha
you having
mimi
this
naweza
best friend?
sema wacha nigoje, mi not wacha nigoje hiyo time ifike, we'll think
Maybe hata
about
mimi
it.
sielewi
Yeah.
why we tend to overreact sometimes
And even overthink.
and overthink, because
Yes.
there are some people who have made friendships from the opposite gender
And manage.
and have managed. Hadi unapata like I being the lady and you are my friend, right? Nikupata na demu wako, I will set my boundaries with you.
Yes.
Conversations zangu na wewe zitaanza kuwa limited because we made it clear that both of us are friends, right?
I now imagine my girlfriend. Maybe tumeenda ku hang out, and then she calls. She's like, namwambia ati uko anaweza uko. I'm like tuko sijui somewhere,
Kuna polite.
tuko wapi, tuko Limuru. Mko na nani? Tuona pole. She's like,
Hey.
okay. You know,
That is when now myself, mimi pole sasa mimi, I will set my
now I'm
boundaries.
looking at
And
the
I
other
feel like
side
that's
now.
a very good angle.
I will set my boundaries in that akianza kuwa, I'm a lady and us, we overreact,
That's
we
the
overthink.
problem. That's the problem.
The problem is, akireact to that, tuko na wewe,
Yes.
I react.
Yeah.
From now henceforth, we are not meeting. Hatuta meet anywhere that will bring her into a question of, are you truly friends? I will set my boundaries because one, tuliambiana sisi ni marafiki, si ndio? Hakuna mtu ako into dating or anything. But the moment tuseme umepata girlfriend or amekukall or like that certain call, and then I hear the type of reaction she has, or hata before the reaction comes or anything, I'll give you your own space with her. Tukue yule ni rafiki yangu. Yeye ni rafiki yangu. Sasa itatoka ita set boundaries there. He is my friend. I don't want that lady anibebe ubaya because hiyo lady anaweza kuja anipiga niambie namtaka. Na maybe me myself I'm also dating and also set a mind of communicating. Like tell her I am going out. Who are you going out with? Paulette. Do you want to join us?
I feel like you're bringing a very good point because it's almost like I don't know, you're just shedding a lot of light on that because it's almost like unaichukua as a responsibility.
Yes, because I have friends who are opposite genders.
Maybe today maendelee kuinsist or that shali endelee kuinsist. It might be something. But I feel like if you can with that friend mwenye ako na your best, it's also upon you if you are now started dating, it's upon you to not to hide, not to look like you are
You're hiding the
fishy.
girlfriend. Eh.
Be open. I'm meeting my friend, and we've been friends.
That's why I'm saying
and even
communicate.
invite. I mean, if there's nothing to hide, I think lay it out. I'm going. We are going out. We are meeting.
So communication is key.
Because
Yes.
it's easy for somebody to feel insecure. It's
Because
a one time. I'll easily think.
mimi kwanza hiyo mambo ya relationship na tulikuwa tumeiset it straight. You and I are not
Yeah.
dating. We are friends. And since you are optioning ukapata girlfriend out of it, I will set boundaries. Hata text, calls, nini, they'll be very short. Hata text utakosa sasa. Heri nikupigia nikuulize kitu. Heri nikupigia. You know, calling is it doesn't hide a lot like texting. I might text you, delete. Hey, akienda kuko kwa recycle bin. Akienda kuko kwa recycle bin. Haya, anapata text zenye ziko.
Yeah.
So I'll set my boundaries. Ukisema to hang out, I will ensure kwanza umemwambia. If she reacts to something or nione mmeanza kubishana, I'll say I'll call you later. Bye. Na niishie.
Yeah, and I think
love
also
the
to
chaos.
see, yes, and we don't have to overthink at times. Yeah, we just let things flow.
We are
and also it's
grown-ups.
good when I wouldn't have an issue if that best friend it grows into a relationship.
That's going to be an issue because
is
you're
yes,
knowing this
yes,
person from a perspective of a
Yeah.
friend, now from the other part of dating. Kama hana mtu. Lakini kama kuna mtu, you set your boundaries.
Boundaries.
Sana amekuja
Yeah.
when you still were still best friends.
Yeah, ni sawa tu. Bado mtaendelea.
Okay, acha nitoe sasa kwa chile. Let me take it to the side of the
Yeah,
guy.
girls, yeah.
The guy side.
Yeah.
Will you be comfortable when your guy says anakupigia simu uko tuko road trip
Na nani?
na nani?
I like Nanani.
Unajua amesema tuko road trip. First of all, I won't react. First thing, me, I hate reacting over the phone.
Mko na nani?
Nachukia kureact over the phone because you make that person very uneasy. I'd rather meet with you face to face nikwambie. And by the way, if you're going out, I'd rather you tell me you see how comfortable I'm with before you go out. Nisikupigia nikwambie tulikuwa tunaenda pahali, niambia ati tuko na huyu and I won't make it. You're getting the point. This thing is called a communication.
Okay, must we go must you go with your boyfriend whether you're going or your girlfriend everywhere you're
What
going?
if you no, lakini sio hivyo like sisi haki kuna hii kitu inaitwa communicate with me.
But I feel like at the point now you're dating, at the point now you are not, you're your best friend, you are both not dating. At the point partners join, explain to each other.
Yes.
And I feel like it's okay for me to know that there is this person who's been in your life. Probably hata amekutoa from a shit, you know?
And then now you end
Yes,
friendship because
but then also the character of that friend will also mean a lot because you might explain a very good story of how you and that person have been friends and even the reasons why you're still friends over many years or something of that sort. But then the character of this person is also looking suspicious.
this reminds me
Yeah,
of an experience.
that's a different case.
Experience.
An experience. Yeah. And it caused chaos. It caused sort of chaos in another world war. Not Kitambo. I think some few things ago, some few months ago. I think this guy knows the story. This guy knows the story.
Our editor.
Yes, he knows the story
Uh-huh.
because he saw the chaos. So something happened. I had a friend who had been like, she has been my friend for like since we were young.
Yeah.
So we were just friends, still the best friends. Nile hadi times you maybe ange cross your mind. Then kuingia kwa WhatsApp maybe upate amekutext. You see? Ama times so maybe angefikiria maybe I will cross her mind na kumbe I'm to call her. I don't know. She become here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You've been friends
Since
since since I was I don't know. And then now, the boyfriend comes in. You see, You know the boyfriend. I know she's dating. But then, I don't know what I did. I think the boyfriend saw a text in her phone
From you.
from me. We were chatting with his friend. And so the boyfriend saw this text. And now the girlfriend was like sort of being pushed in a certain area of like she need to explain herself. Like I need to define myself there. But now, and I was like, okay, this guy is secure or something.
It might be.
I'm like, I realized that even the chat change. I see that tunaongea na game.
Yeah.
Kumbe we were chatting with the guy. The guy was trying to confront me. Nikaona and me kitu kaniambia this is the guy. This is the guy trying to get more information from me.
Yeah.
This chile know me. Like, mbona niuliza maswali kama hii? So personally, I had to end.
But it's okay. It's okay when people can get insecure. I think it's just how you are going to justify it. And I think vitu zenye ziko gizani tu bado tu zitakuja. They will just come to light. So I think it's just okay. Be the best friend.
And be open.
And just be open.
Hata mkiwa opposite gender, just make sure that
you're always on the right page.
Yes.
You're in the right page.
Akileta hizi mambo ya na unajua uko na huyu, unasonga pole pole.
So is it possible? So it's possible.
Yes, it's possible.
It is possible.
Me from that experience,
it's not possible.
You don't.
And that's why it's always good to know the waters you want to enter.
Yeah.
You don't have to enter our waters because imeonekana ina work. There are things about you. If things didn't work, even if the whole world is telling you this thing, it's okay. Get somebody mwenye mtawak na whatever pace you want and whatever things you want. It's okay.
Again, I think it's possible, but you people need to be mature. Like the other, like
yes, both of
you all of you need to be mature in a way that, like for me, that guy didn't have to confront me now because I felt disrespected. That's why I ended up. As I told you, me I value respect. I will respect you regardless. That's why I felt disrespected, and so I had to end that.
I mean, it's okay.
That friendship, because I felt immaturity now was somewhere there. And it's like I was interfering with their relationship.
Yeah.
And then she was being forced to work on eggshells.
Okay.
The last question.
The last one.
All right.
On friendship. In case of an offense in friendship, should it be a matter of calling out each other or cutting them off?
Yeah.
Wow.
If someone offends you, should you call it out or cutting them off? Me, I'll do both.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Yeah, I'll cut you.
No, I think I'll start with, I think circumstances will determine, because there are things that I don't even need to even come and talk to you. They are just like an ex is an ex. But then I think majority of times I'll go the angle of saying it, speaking about it, and seeing if there's change of character or behavior or thing. If not, we cut.
I'll listen. Okay. Kuna zile zenye kama hiyo maturity.
Me, I'll call them off, whether good, whether bad, whether everything. Hata kwa rafiki ule wa my best friend, if you are doing something bad, I'll call you out.
And you call them out
And then cut them off.
Immediately.
No, not immediately. It takes step by step.
Yeah.
Tutaanza sasa less communication. Naanza kuku.
So it's
Pole pole.
Withdraw.
Na withdraw tu pole pole. But in case unifanye offense yenye itaniumiza or imeniingia sana uko like it's unaisikilia hapo kwanza ukimuona iko. Because talking from experience, yes, a friend has offended me. And it took me a while before I confronted her. It took me a really big while because I knew about it, like about how many months? March, April, May, June. I confronted her in March, April. So nilianza kumconfront April, May, June. Hapo June.
All that time you were confronting?
The time I knew about it from April. I was just seeing if one day utajitokeza useme, because it was a big deal. Not per se a big deal, but
Still mattered.
it still mattered because uliumiza two sides. Uliumiza side ya mwenye aliniambia, because I was called out by people who had heard the story
Wait.
from another person.
So this person told these people.
A did something to B.
B is you.
B is not me. Me, I'm there. I'm in between that conversation. So there's A, B, C, and D. So C is the person who was the one who confronted them and told them, I can't carry it to heart. I was told this one by A. Mimi siwezi beba na muliniumiza, and I had to talk about it. And because muliniumiza, now I don't want this to be a big deal. I want this to be short.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it, and I don't want to hear about it. So when that person sasa C aliposema, so B and whoever, B and D were confused because what is happening here? Like, when did this start off? Now B is being blamed for everything. Na hajakuwa hapo. Kwa hivyo A alienda akasema vitu na huko, amekuja tena akaambia huyu. It was a messed up thing. And then now, because ameoffend sasa C, because the person is even literally like confused, anasema sasa ni mimi nilikuja kumpea hiyo story yote, of which I have never asked.
No idea.
Okay, it was about a relationship. Mimi hata ni unifanya tu kuwa rafiki yangu aje. I will never ask you mbona mmeachana na chali wako. I will never. You had your own reasons. Mimi sitawahi kuuliza. Sasa mimi ndio ninaenda nikisema, oh aliachana juu ya B. I was like, I don't even know when you broke up. I didn't even know when you started dating.
Yeah.
Now I'm the one who is here now because I've not been a part of that place. Unakuja unanieka kwa hiyo bound. And then I was like, what kind of life am I living? Now the rest of the group is the one approaching me. They're telling me, why Paulette, why did you do that? Do you really hate this?
Mbona ulifanya?
Mbona ulifanya hivi? Mbona ulifanyia si hivi? I'm like, huh? Mimi. Mimi. Sasa mimi nimeingishwa kitu hata sielewi.
And this thing hiyo man, because you have said that, hii mambo ya, why is it that many of the ones I have heard, zenye nimesikia about wenye wanauliza ama wana spread stories, all of them have been ladies.
I don't know.
No. Okay, yeah.
Funny enough, me, I don't.
Doesn't have to be always.
Yes, I've said more.
Yeah.
The ones mimi mwenyewe nimesikia huyu alisema hivi, alipeleka story ya aliachana.
Yeah.
Sasa Glow anakuja kuniambia ati this one has been saying this. Mimi niko like sasa Mungu wangu. Mimi hata sijai attend any of those sessions. Nyinyi mnaendanga sessions zenyu because of the time I have at work. Nimetokea kitu 5. I am so tired. I cannot attend anything else. Niende I freshen up, I just go to sleep. Sasa nimeingishwa kwa kitu hata sielewi.
Yeah.
You, wewe.
Now my problem was the problem was that when you confront that person, the person was like, the reason I said those things to B is because I was angry at you.
Yeah.
Now, when I asked her what was the anger issue, I can't even remember. How can you be angry at me and you cannot remember? Mimi hiyo kitu imenikasirisha, tuko mwezi wangapi na bado inanikasirisha. Like
when you bring to a question of now, even though you cut or you do whatever, so assuming you totally cut, how do you maneuver forgiveness?
For me,
forgiveness,
I think I take it sitaki kumbeba because we still meet up and we will talk. We will really talk. But the part that I am so bad at and I have seen it is forgetting. I will forgive you. Hata we suspect hata kuna kitu shainifanya. But the part that is so difficult in my life right now, and I'm trying as much as possible to grow out of it is forgetting. Then there's another problem called feminism. Sisi wanawake forgetting. Mi ninaweza kukumbusha hata kitu ulinifanya 2007.
Yeah.
That is a problem with us. That is an acceptance I have come to a point that it has become a major prayer point of forgetting, forgiving and forgetting. Because I really want to forget how things have happened. Because most of my friends, even there's a friend who blocked me. And before she blocked me, she told me, before I resonate or I call you off or whatever, I just need you to sit down and think about the friends you have. So just japewa information ya huyo mwingine. Just sit down and think about the friends you have. And then I was like, why is this one talking to me like that? And then she cut me off.
Oh.
So I didn't know. Even she recently had an event at her home. And I was not invited and I was okay with that because we were just friends. Ile friends are meetup, acquaintances. But I was like, why did she tell me that? I wish I could just get a simple tip of why she told me that. Ilikuja kufunguka like a week after she told me that. No, I didn't because
so it just blew up from
yeah. So when and funny enough is to hang any face to face. Because if you're telling the truth, utaeka hapa kwa hapa. But if you're telling a lie, unazungukanisha hiyo matrix, unaizungusha tu. So nilipomconfront and I told her all is forgiven, I still feel like there's a big part of me that is not, it's trying to forget it. But the more I see how the things were, the forgetting part is so difficult. It's so difficult right now. Ninaichukua a step at a time because kuna wenye walini offend. Now it's a step at a time. But now I have accepted that alinifanya wrong. But I cannot rebuild that trust on her because you already broke that trust. So kila mtu asonge.
Asonge na life yake.
Yes. Yeah. So hata kama atanisalimia on WhatsApp, very kindly hi. I'll not do any sort of funny deals or anything. I'll just be as quiet as possible. But calling her off, I did. I tried my best. It hurt me. But she didn't. She did respond, but now the problem is we also have this thing of your friend amekufanyia mabaya, and since you don't want to lose that friend, you still not holding. You don't tell them.
Oh, you don't tell them.
You don't tell them because you want to keep that protect. So
because this thing will blow and take.
So when she confronted her other friends or them, she was on the right.
I think, in all this, I think we just have to learn that answers don't have to be always yes. They can also be no. They can also be cutting off. Yes, answers to many things, and then don't overwhelm yourself with it was pains and so much pains.
It's painful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's okay.
I can't do anything. For me, I think I have lived with a friend, and her name is Evelyn. And Evelyn has been my friend since Form 1. And until now, we still talk. And hakuna kitu siwezi mwambia. Hata anichukie, the next day atanitext. Na by the way kitu ulisema was true. And also, I think I should rethink about the people I am going up with. Sasa wewe nikuja nikwambie kitu, knowing that you are my friend, unaona unakimbilia unaambia watu, wanakwambia hata huyo ajui Kenya anasema sijui nini. You should think of I'm trying to save you from something or them. You should think from both perspectives. So watu waache kuthink with one perspective. I guess that is all.
Yeah. I think it was
calling them out or can
me, it will depend. Me, I'll call you off. Okay, there are those who I call, but it's very rare. Okay, I think it's 1%.
Depend. Oh.
Me, I'll cut you at some point.
Yeah.
But nimekuja kulearn from an experience. I think other minute I did something of the sort. So someone did something very, very creepy last year. Then I didn't understand why she did that. So I tried reaching out to ask why it's a she actually. She didn't pick my call twice. Then I called it off. Friendship. I really cut off. Then later, about December,
She called you.
I saw it's her calling. I think. To be honest, because she had the number.
You saw her, she's the one who calling. Could you go memorize the number? Had you memorized the number?
Like nimejuaga namuona 07 unajua ni fulani hiyo namba inaanza hivi ni fulani.
But also I feel like the measure of friendship is also from those testing. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be a slave. Just because I want this friendship ijulikane ama ionekane ina work so well, I have to allow all these tests, all these bad tests, and just accommodate things that I shouldn't be. But also I think a good measure of friendship is also from these tests that are also coming on and on. Because at some point you really grow together and you really get to love each other and finally also get to a point where you can say this is my second family. But it cannot come from just that you've just had things easy.
No.
But I think at the same time you just walk that you don't accept things that break completely, like trust, like loyalty, matusi hizo ni out.
But now this one came back. She tried what is wrong. She tried coming back. But I got to understand her point. She didn't understand what she was doing. She was just joking. To joke about that. We reconciled and.
Well, let's be good friends.
She's a
guys.
good friend still. And so. Yeah, so we have come to the end of the
questions.
All the questions.
Tell us your views. Which question?
Which one?
Hit you most.
Hit you
I think
most.
about question 2, question 3, question.
Right, if you can remember them, that is. I'm working to highlight too.
I don't know if you can tag your friends.
Tag
your friends. They're looking for a message. Tag them. Thank
Tag
you.
them along. It's been good. It's been amazing being on Space. Then thank you if you watched till this far. We really thank you. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Remember to like, to share with your friend. Don't keep this information for yourself. People need to get aware of such informations for the sake of their lives and to make a world a better place to live with other people. So until next time. But before we say that, maybe you can share our handles.
I think for me it's just LinkedIn. Glory Njeri. Yeah. LinkedIn. Yeah.
So if you're a millennium, maybe boomer,
natafuta a job.
Maybe hujui ni nini link? LinkedIn. It's an app.
But then go check. You might be posting jobs. Yeah.
Instagram.
Not active.
Okay. Yeah, enda tu LinkedIn.
Pole Wanjao.
At Evra.
Just Pole Wanjao. Wewe ndio uandika IG na hakuna. That is the only part I'm active. I might be in the other places, but I'm not active. But IG. Go follow.
So on the Gen Z podcast on Facebook, then TikTok, the Gen Z podcast, then Steve_Bikok on IG, Steve Bikok on Facebook, and Steve Bikok on TikTok. So until next time, God bless you and keep you. Adios.
Bye-bye.